Well, get hooked on fly fishing with the help of local guides.
Molly is live getting a lesson in before hitting the water. I'll let you use the real word the way you want it. Only Molly can look that
Are
cute
you
fishing.
reeling in the... Ooh,
There
was
you
that-
go.
Yes, we are learning how to
Spade cast.
roll cast, right?
Yes.
Okay, so this is Brian. He is with NorCal Fly
Good morning,
Guides.
everybody.
And he is a professional fly fishing guide. That's what we're doing out here today. And so, Brian, this is what you do. You take people out. That was too high, huh?
Nope, that was
Okay,
actually perfect.
That was okay. All right. People with
Yep,
maybe no
11 and 1.
experience?
Exactly. Beginners, novice, guys that have been doing it for 40 years. I take them out, show them a good time, catch some fish.
Okay, and you think we're going to catch some fish this morning. We're going to spend the whole morning on the river here today trying to catch some fish.
That's right.
Tell us about the special fish we're trying to catch today.
So right now we are going to target shad, which is back in the day considered the presidential fish. And the reason for that is back in the Revolutionary days and the Civil War days, our brothers and sisters in arms found that shad would travel about 2 months out of the year, and it was kind of a delicacy for them. So they would eat the roe, they would smoke the meat. It would last a lot longer than your typical meat would over barbecue. And you can go back to the old settler days where these war camps were and actually find shad bones.
This is so cool. I think I messed up.
We got a little tangle
We
there.
got a little
That's
tangle.
okay.
As you do that, let's kind of talk about the experience you offer no matter what river it's on. One really cool thing as we were, as you were driving the boat to this location, I mean, just kind of telling us about the history of the river and the animals on it.
Yes.
One of the coolest things we got to see, hopefully we'll see one sometime this morning, is the great white
Pelican.
pelican.
Yes.
This bird was this big, and we saw like
Yep.
How big?
50 of them.
Exactly. Yeah, wingspan of about 7 to 11 feet. Tied with the albatross for the largest wingspan in North America. And we have probably 50 to 100 of them on this river.
Okay, and so talk about, the kind of different experiences you offer.
So we actually do a little bit of everything. We do lake fishing. So that would be just, Lake Oroville, Almanor Lake, stuff like that. But our main focus are rivers: Yuba River, Feather River, American River, Lower Sac, Trinity. A lot of those are your drift boat trips. We do walk and wades on the Truckee, Poudre Creek, Upper Sac. So we do a little bit of everything, and it doesn't matter what your experience level is. We take everybody out from 6 to 65. I've got guys that are 84, 85, 86 still doing this.
How fun. And we haven't caught anything yet, clearly.
yet.
But it's already been one of my favorite mornings, just being out in nature, the wind blowing in your face. It's so much fun. Now, I do want to say we are in the Yuba River, Feather River area. We don't want to say exactly where we are because I will tell you the drive in the boat here, you do have to know. It felt like we were on a Disneyland ride. Of course, I trust you so much, but you do need to know the river very, very well. You want to go with a guide.
Yes, you do. There's a lot of areas in the river from back in the day, old bridge pylons and rebar and stuff like that can kill you if you're not careful.
Well, that's why you go with someone like you. So
Exactly.
You're teaching me a roll cast?
Yes, roll cast with a two-handed rod, which is called a spey rod. And every cast has the mechanics of an 11 to 2 cast, whether it's a dry fly cast, a roll cast, a spey cast, it all reverts to 11 and 1. And what you're trying to do is you're trying to take that line. This one in particular, the pink area, is roughly 20 feet. It weighs about 450 grains. You're trying to take that line to load this rod in a short period of time. And as you roll cast out, the kinetic energy unloads onto the rod, passes it through the line, and it actually does what is called a roll cast.
Okay, and what I'm doing,
Just like
I don't want to say wrong because I'm new. I don't want to discourage myself. I'm wanting to put too much energy into it.
Yes, yes. So you got to remember, every rod, whether it's an 8.5-foot rod or a 15-foot rod, it is the extension of your arm. The more power you put into it, the less it works. For my golf guys, the more power you put into your golf swing, the less the ball goes straight. So it's the same thing with this. This is your energy in here. Same thing with a golf club. The ball or the line is what you're trying to hit.
Okay.
In this instance, you're just trying to cast your line out nice and straight.
That's a great metaphor, except I keep making that mistake in golf too. So we'll see how I do here. Now, it is, you only do catch and release, correct?
Yes, for 99% of my fish. Now, if I got guys that want to go salmon fishing, at that point in time I will use bait because we are catching and keeping. But for trout, steelhead, stripers, anything else that we target, it is catch and release.
Okay, and why is that?
Well, these are my coworkers, and without my coworkers, I don't have a job. But at the same token, I want my kids' kids to be able to enjoy what I'm doing at 40. I want them to be able to enjoy it at 40. So the more fish that we put back, the more fish our kids and grandkids and great-grandkids can have in the future.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you what, I want you to keep your job too, because gosh, this is such an experience. I wish you all were out here with me. It's so much fun to be on the river. Hopefully next time you see us, we'll be catching some
We're going to do our best. Yes, we're going to do our best.
We're feeling good. We're looking good. I dressed the part clearly.
Very snazzy.
Thanks. Yeah. So we're going to keep practicing.
Yep, exactly.
Trying not to put too much muscle into it, and we'll see you soon.
Okay.
Sounds good.
All right.